Burkina Faso, Burkina Faso, Burkina Faso have launched a new international passport. This particular new passport they launch, no longer there's nothing like ECOWAS logo in it. You know that before now, as a Nigerian or as someone who live within the West African region, you know ECOWAS, West Africa. So as long as a Nigerian, someone who live within that West African countries, you have what you call a passport that is issued to you by your country under what ECOWAS. And that particular passport gives you license for you to travel within the ECOWAS region or ECOWAS country without any what visa. You don't need visa to travel. You can just wake up in the morning and say, I want to go to Ghana, and from Nigeria they enter motor, cross border, you're already in Ghana. Or I want to go to Cameroon, the same thing. But now Burkina Faso have done what? They have launched their own new international passport. Their own passport have no relationship with ECOWAS. And this implies that since the military took over in Burkina Faso, just as they did in Niger and some other neighboring countries too, Gabon. So since the military took over there, they actually came together to form a kind of alliance. They actually came together to form a kind of a union to enable them be strong. And this new Burkina Faso passport was actually done by one of a company in China. That is the one that did this particular a biometric international passport. And who knows, with what is happening right now, do you think Nigeria will allow this thing to happen? Don't forget that Nigeria is a key player in ECOWAS, and one of the reasons that it was as if that these neighboring countries want to become against the giant of Africa seems to be that when one of the last coup that happened in Niger, when the coup happened, people were like really wondering what will happen. The Western countries, they were putting pressure on Nigeria as the giant of Africa to reactivate the standby force and use it against Niger and restore back Bazoum. They restore back the former president of the president of the country, restore back the president of the country, while the military we do what? We return back to their military base. But at the end of the day, the pressure was too much on the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He made so much comment that ECOWAS will not be a toothless bulldog and all the rest of them. So there was serious meeting and all the rest of them to make sure that Niger returns back to what? Democracy. But at the end of the day, they don't agree. So, and that alone affected the relationship between Nigeria and Niger, because Nigeria and Niger seems to be like brothers and sisters. You remember that the former president Buhari, he built they constructed a railway that connects from Nigeria to Niger. Not just that, for years they have been supporting Niger. The electricity and everything comes from where? Comes from Nigeria. And even the last administration under President Buhari, he even bought some some exotic cars for security of what? Niger. So but right now the relationship within the present administration, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the Niger president or Niger head of state, as the case may be, since it's now the military now, is in a different level. Why? Because the president then has been leaders of ECOWAS. They wanted to persuade, they wanted to ensure that Niger did not go to where? Niger did not go into military rule or a military regime. But unfortunately, it failed. And one of the major thing is this here, that the residents of this particular country are in support of it. Residents of this particular country, they love it. Residents of this country prefer. It's as if that the civilian administration, the civilian government did not really make life to be better or good for them. That could be the reasons why they supported the current military regime more than seems to be have supported the civilian. So drop a comment and let us know what with this current Burkina Faso passport. Likely you may have to travel within the military area. You know that there are about 3 to 4 countries that have military administration, military government in Africa, and Burkina Faso seems to be one. Niger seems to be another. Gabon seems to be another. And they actually came together to say we want to unite so that any strike on any of the country will be a strike on us, and that gave them strength. That made them stronger than used to be. So please, whatever you're watching back live, drop your comment and let us know where are you watching this video. Don't forget to follow Casa TV on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you. See you in the next video.